everybody, this is your coach of the Brisbane Blazikens. It is I, M&M's, falling off her chair. It is a finals battle. There was an incident which popped me into sixths. That was weird. Anyway, I'm playing Otto again. I just struggling with. I struggled with the matchup most of the week. I ended up figuring out Max Stream Coco with a Life Orb, good Oko of Volcarona. But he has Morgrim now as well, which is like a massive pain. But Coco and Darm should be able to KO Thundy, even through Reflect or really close, which is where I have like Choice Scarf Kingler. So we'll sort of see what happens with that. Let's see. Morgrim, okay. Pretty much what I was expecting. No Trick Room. The no Trick Room is really important. My heart's going fast and it hurts. I was in hospital the other week. I've inflamed cartilage between my chest and my ribs, so when my heart beats fast, it hurts. Coco and Dom cover each other really nicely. And then I'm bringing Tornadus in the middle, along with that Kingler right down the back. It's not as good anymore considering there's no Lycanroc, but this is the plan. Porygon Z, you don't want to be bringing it if it's not maxing, and you don't want to be maxing Darm or Torn. Though Torn is max special attack because I needed the extra oomph. It's not too similar from last time, but he did bring Metagross. I have to rely on it not being max speed EVs. If it's not, I get a Airstream, and yeah, I just get an Airstream up along with a Flare Blitz. So it took me a lot of practice. I ran through so many scenarios. Tapu Koko is the best. Somehow it one-shots for Corona. That's shocked me. If it's Focus Hash, I could be in trouble. So I might scout out for that actually instead. It's actually Blastoise and Metagross. Does Blastoise get Bulldoze? Or is it just Helping Hand? Blastoise. It does get Bulldoze, okay, but it's base 78 speed, which means it's possibly Scarfed. I think what I want to do is Lightning. No, it's probably going to Fake Out, right? So I'm going to switch in Torn. Because it does get Fake Out this generation, right? Yeah, it does. So I'll try and absorb like a Max Quake. Obviously it's not like the ideal lead for me, but I can deal with Blastoise. I probably should have gone for the Flare Blitz. I feel like that it was a mistake, but... And I'm not Shucker Berry on this anymore, I am Life Orb, so we'll find out if Blastoise is Sash, or if it's Glastrier that's Sash. But this will do a lot in Electric Terrain. It's, Max Thunderbolt. Metagross went for a Protect. Okay, this is actually really good for me then. Water Spout. Okay, so it's Choice Scarf Water Spout. That's fine. That's not too bad. So this does reveal... I am... whatchamacallit? I forget what it's called. I'm just going to get a lightning and a tailwind up, which allows Kingler and Blastoise to clean up really nicely. So he definitely went on the defensive there. I think I was really able to punish him with max Airstream. And obviously just going into that slot again, I'm pretty sure it's in KO range. You know, and he doesn't really have a ground type to switch in on it. It does switch out into Morgrem. Okay. This isn't awful. It'll get up like a light screen or a reflect, but Kingler's in the back with Darm, so we'll see. I have a feeling this will be a dead Tapu Koko though, but Morgrem might die. If it's a light clay Morgrem, it should perish. That's what I'm hoping anyway, because Tapu Koko won't survive here. Okay, sweet. Okay, so that's a light. Oh, okay, that was a crit. Okay, so I can't tell. It's definitely going pretty. He goes for a Steel Spike. Probably for the Kingler and stuff in the back. For Darm in the back. He doesn't know my other Mon's Kingler. He's probably realised I'm physical Koko by this point. I want to bring Kingler in instead. Just because of, I mean, it's Choice Scarf Water Spout. So, what I can do is, I can just double, yeah, so I'm going to double Spectriair. I don't want it to get like a Will-O-Wisp buff or anything. Yeah, so I'm just going to do that in Liquidation. The Steel Spike was definitely an interesting play though, because it let me get 3 turns of my max. And Kingler more or less takes a hit. I wouldn't be surprised if Spectriair protects. It's sort of why I doubled into it, yeah. So that means next turn it's a bit easier for me. Metagross hasn't not activated a weakness policy, which means it's not going to be doing a lot of damage to a Kingler. But hopefully I can just keep some of the momentum up. Yeah, so there goes Koko, which is fine. Oh shit, I lived. Okay. I lived. Okay. Okay, I lived. I'm just gonna double Spectriair. Yeah. I think that's my safest play. I think it definitely is. Because it, like, you know, it's risky going for a double protect. And if it brings in, what's it face? What's the face? But yeah, based on the damage that Quake did, it's a 2-hit KO, which means it's not max attack, so it's probably got a fair bit of bulk on it, which means it's probably not max speed. Yeah, so I should pick up the KO now on the Spectriair. I do, so that gives me a just a pretty free liquidation. I should still have a turn or two of Tailwind. This should do not much. This won't do much. I should tank this. It's a 2-hit KO, I believe. Kingler's fairly bulky physically, yeah. Okay, so 1 Steel Spike, 2 grounds. Okay, so that's good because, yeah, just in general, just really good. But knowing that it's Choice Scarf means I can go for a Tailwind a lot safer. But I doubt it'll come again knowing that I'm bringing Koko on the lead. So many turns at Tailwind are out? How many turns of Tailwind do I have? Okay, this is my last turn of Tailwind, so I want a double Blastoise. Actually, what's safer? Liquidation. Liquidation is neutral against water types, eh? I think I gotta double it to be safe. If Liquidation doesn't pick up the KO, I'm in a bit of strife. Oh, Metagross went for Protect. Oh my god. Because yeah, knowing that this is Choice Scarf means like I was able to go for a pretty safe play. In the end, I actually ended up picking up the KO. So I ended up picking a 2-0, which, like, it's finals, it doesn't matter, but it's really good momentum. So hopefully I can keep the plan sort of up. It's a Metagross. I will guess I'll find out what speed tier it is, because I'm Choice Banded dumb. But either way, these two should make light work of Metagross. Like, fingers crossed. Oh, it's been nerve-wracking. It's been a long... I haven't slept in, like, 26 hours. Yeah, my sleep meds didn't work last night, so that was fun. Okay, so game one. That's really good. I tend to lose my game ones, so it means I've done my prep well. But it being Scarf's quite interesting. And based on the damage, it's not max speed. So, and I mean, I think the crit on Morgrem mattered. If it's the Light Clay set, it didn't matter, but if it was Eviolite, I think it might have. Oh, it's an electric terrain, it's off of Tapu Koko. Morgrem doesn't even have a set on Showdown, so let's not deal with that. I think I'm just gonna go with the same thing. I think I have to. Just it's just such a good lead. And even if I switch it out again, I get a free switch basically into Tornadus. So I apply the pressure, or I have a Tailwind pressure setter in the back. And Kingler's good. Kingler's pretty good here. The plan was to max it if he brought Trick Room. I did think Trick Room would come for a bit. Like, I have Torn on Coco to deal with that just in case. I have Torn on Tornadus to deal with it just in case. I was very scared of Mudsdale. Like, if you look at my team, I was scared of the Mudsdale. I was scared of that horse. I did nearly bring Flapple for the horse, but I decided that Porygon 2 had more of a scare factor. I think the switch up he's going to go for is Volcarona, and it'll be Volcarona, Thundy, or it'll be Morgrem, Thundy. So he's taken a while. But now he knows Coco's physical, I've got to be scared of Spectrier, like Will-O-Wisp, because I don't have max speed on Coco, which, looking back, might be a mistake. But Coco's more there to facilitate the airstreams more than anything, like that mid-game speed control. Or early game speed control, sorry. So Blastoise, he goes the same lead. So I have a feeling I know exactly what he's doing. So I'm gonna airstream again, and I'm gonna airstream Flareblitz. It's definitely risky, but if I get rid of Blastoise early on, that's good. With it space 80 speed, put its scarf on, that's time and a half, so that's up to 120. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna double Blastoise. I think this is a risk I've got to make, knowing he's gone with the same thing. Maybe he's predicting the switch and he'll go for like the Shucko straight off the bat with the Nomax from Blastoise. Obviously it's Choice Scarfed. Found that out really early. Didn't do a lot of damage to Coco anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. If it does go for Bulldoze, I definitely could be in trouble, but I get to bring Tornadus in the following turn to sweep, so to help facilitate a sweep. Metagross goes for a Protect again. It's the exact same thing. Go for the S3. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. That's definitely an interesting play. Because I still get an Airstream up. Like, I've doubled Blastoise, so I'm hoping that the Flare Blitz also picks up the KO, because then I'm back to neutral speed, and Metagross is in that weird sort of speed tier. So fingers crossed. Ooh, okay, Blastoise is gone. Blastoise is gone. This is good. This is good. This is good. Jump time crit. Okay. I'm still interested in that crit on Morgrem. Because I am 252 adamant. But the risk definitely paid off. And Life Orb. Against Morgan. Oh shit, what now? Is it my side of the internet again? Yeah, it is. Hold on. Can confirm Morgrem crit didn't matter. So it does, like, even with an EVI, it does 150 to a max special defense. So we're back, fuckers. I'm just airstreaming and Flipplets. We're just doing the exact same turn one. So even so if I see Morgan come in, I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna switch out into Torn, so I can get the Kingler and Darm under Tailwind, which I think is the most important part of this game plan, is letting my two Sheer Force sweepers really do the work. Darm already has just shown how much pressure it can put onto the field. I think in draft it's one of the best 1v1 Pokemons, like it's the best trade. But if you can get like a 2v1 or something, it's just incredible. If this is a damage roll, I'm actually gonna lose it. So it means we'll have to reconnect. I mean, I'll probably edit this out if Flowers doesn't KO, but okay, we're fine. I thought it was a roll there for a second. I was like, ooh. So yeah, if Morgrem comes in, I'm gonna switch it out. Because I don't want to lose Darm, because yeah, okay, so there's the Morgrem. I'm going to switch out into Torn. It's a really, really safe switch. I'm going to Airstream once again into Morgrem, and just go for the Torn. Because if it goes for a Max Quake into Darm, that's really good. If it goes, Steel Spike was a 2-hit KO, it doesn't have screens up, so that's like fine. I assume like it just sets up a Reflect here. It does max as well. Yeah, so that was sort of what I was expecting. Which is why I need Kingler and Darm alive for this. Because Morgrem's a setting duck, it's going to have a lot of damage now put down onto it. because Coco can't really do much to Metagross. It's theoretically everything but Metagross. Yeah, it goes for a Thunder Wave. Okay, so that's really good for me because I'm able to absorb that because that was something I definitely prepped for. The only problem being will be if I get up my Tailwind or not. I obviously do get the Morgrem KO, so I'm in a really good position here. Yes, the Tornado Switch. Ooh, the Tornado Switch was clean. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to. I'm gonna Lightning because actually no. I'm gonna get up an Airstream just in case, and Tailwind. But I like the damage. I want the damage. Because Torn will be out under Tailwind will be able to just clean it up with like a Dark Pulse or an Air Slash. Air Slash does about half to a Spectrier, so I could double it, but I really want to get that Tailwind up. I think it's definitely a priority for me. And my only paralysed Mon, Darm's still healthy, Kingler's still healthy, Coco's got a fair amount of health, but a Max Quake will drop it to low amount of health. I wouldn't be surprised if they do see Protect again. Yep, that is a Protect. I don't mind because Coco's dealing everything but Metagross. I do get the Tailwind up. Oh, I miss it. Thank God. Which means this is going to be a very powerful Max Lightning. Yeah, so I'm just going to be able to start spamming out some Dark Pulses, knowing that they won't miss. There's the Quake. I think I should live, unless it's a crit. Yeah. Okay, so this turn again, I'm just going to double Spectrier and then let Kingler and Darm just do their thing. Wasting that turn of Dynamax was really important with that Torn switch in. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm just going to Brave Bird and Dark Pulse, sorry. Too risky. I don't want to risk the Air Slash miss, and Darm will KO Metagross once it's down, so you know. I just want Spectrier gone because if it Will-O-Wisps, I'm in a lot of trouble because I've brought a very physical team. But not letting Morgan get up screens is very, very important. That was huge. Goes for the double Protect. Unfortunately, it does miss. So Spectrier does go down. I'm going to be able to get Dark Pulse off. And free switch, basically. If it went for a Quake, that'd be pretty funny. It goes for a Steel Spike. That's fair enough. I am paralysed. Yeah. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to bring in a Kingler. Depending. Yeah, I'm going to bring a Kingler because I think there's still a turn of Dynamax left. And obviously I've just activated its weakness policy. And it's got some defense based up. So I just want to chip through that. A bit. Yeah, because now that it's no longer maxed, it's less of a threat. I've still got my Taunt on the field, Liquidation, and I can freely just go for a Dark Pulse, I think. Hopefully if I catch it on the Protect, I can Taunt it next turn to stop it from protecting. But again, depends on my paralysis. But I've got like 2 healthy Mons, so Liquidation should do a decent amount. Yeah, it does. So that'll put Darm in KO range. Does go after Torn, that's fine. Definitely could have gone for the Taunt. That's unfortunate there. But now it's a Darm and Kingler up against it. Metagross. Sorry, Metagross. You're done. So definitely a big turnaround in my season. Considering I thought it was out of things, I've now won a final. which is huge. I didn't think I would. I genuinely thought Otto would get the best of me. No, considering he's beaten me the past 2 times we've played, and they've been fairly big wins. So I'm excited to have my plan. My plan worked well, and yeah, I'm now facing Tokyo Terrors, who I played week 1, which is interesting. Yeah, we'll think about that. But yeah, that's week 1 of UGA Finals. We're on to week 2, baby. Woo!